right, let's give it up for Clark. Woo! Yeah, he'll be back a little bit later, okay? So you aren't going anywhere, right? You're going to hang around. Okay, get him another cup of coffee. Doing okay? Everything fine? Hey! What's going on, stranger?
Hey, Tim, where am I supposed to sit?
Hey, how about a table, or maybe we got a stool?
I like my booth, but it's not there.
Well, I mean, we moved the booth over here because we got music tonight.
Music? I like music just as much as the next person.
Uh-huh.
I want to sit down and, at my booth.
Well, we're going to be moving stuff back right after Clark is done. But tell you what, Walter, why don't you do this? Why don't you just sit right there and have a seat, enjoy the music. You're going to like it. Honest. Trust me. And we'll get you a cup of coffee. Everything will be okay. All right?
Oh.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're going to need a cup of coffee over here for what? Hey, how are you guys?
Hey, how are
Wow,
you? Hey, Tim, how are you?
Look at the fam.
Yeah.
Hi. You must be Lydia.
Yes, this is Lydia. How are you?
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
What's going on? Hey, fist pound. Hey, you guys here for Clark?
Yeah, we're here to see Clark. We heard he was playing.
Great. Well, you know what? It's really cool. The crowd hasn't come in yet, so we've got plenty of seats, and if you guys don't mind, just make yourself comfortable. And do you mind me barging in on your family night?
Not at all.
Okay, why don't you guys go ahead and have a seat?
When I fly, I rely on my wingman to cover my back. That's the role of the Air Force Reserve, always ready to do the job. To serve when called upon. We move America, taking people and supplies around the world. We build and repair runways to keep our planes flying. We maintain an array of magnificent aircraft. We routinely perform amazing feats in the sky. We're your neighbors. We live and work in your communities and still hold part-time jobs in the Air Force Reserve. Jobs that keep America strong. We've got your back.
Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. His Place. Hey, we only are as good as the people that are here, and that means you. You can actually go onto the website, hisplace.tv, and make a reservation to come in. You can listen to Clark, my buddy Clark. I've known this kid for so long. But listen, Kathy, she did the show last week, loved it. Tammy, my son and I would love to have the opportunity to be extras on your show. Gina, loved the show. Laura's my sister. There are 3 of us. Make reservations. Come and see us, folks. Hisplace.tv. We need your support. Come and have a coffee, whatever. Talk to you later.
It's bad. Shut the door. Shut the door. Not again. It's too big to stop. I can't keep it out. More rain. I can't stop weeping. My friend down the street got drained, braced, and waterproofed from J&D Waterproofing. He has a whole new lease on life.
Basement water problems? Don't cry. Call 1-800-VERY-DRY.
Oh, that can't be good.
Call J&D Waterproofing.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Sam. And you're?
Waiting for some coffee.
I hope you're wanting some music, too. I guess you're gonna get it whether you like it or not. The cafe is packed. Oh, look at these little kids over here. I love watching little kids when there's music playing. They sing and dance and clap.
I applaud you if you give me a cup of coffee.
Oh, we have so many customers. I think I'll check in with Louie and see if Marcus has called. He's always late.
Who's Sam? I would like a cup of coffee while you're back there, please.
Sure. What's your name again?
Mr. Wiley.
Okay, Mr. Wiley. You're late.
Just a few minutes. I, got hung up in traffic. You know how that goes.
You're never gonna get anywhere if you're always late.
You sound just like Abby.
Well, that's really nice of you, Marcus. Thanks.
You're kidding, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, why would anyone want to sound like Abby? I mean, she's nice enough, but that girl's kind of uptight.
Maybe a little, but she's really nice. And she's successful, too.
Huh? You think she's successful?
Sure, she tells you and me what to do.
Well, good point there. Okay, listen, I gotta go. I'm already late as is, and I can't be even later.
Sure.
Talking to you, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Marcus, I'm glad you're here. Hey, do you two mind? I want to take my break. I want to be able to sit down and just chill out. And can you guys keep an eye on things for me?
Sure.
Got my eye on things, Tim.
Okay, listen, if you run into any problems at all, just ask this guy. He'll straighten you out.
Sure.
Okay? Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Got everybody taken care of, Laura? So, what I knew, Robin told me that you guys had adopted, but all the way to Ethiopia?
Yep, Ethiopia. That's where Lydia's from.
Holy smoke. Why Ethiopia?
We just prayed about it and looked at all our options, and we just were on the internet and saw a video of a little boy receiving the first pair of shoes that he had ever had, and he was about 9. And with tears streaming down our face, we just turned to each other and we said, yep, that's where we're going. So we started the ball rolling, and it took us a whole year. But
I mean, that's a lot of work.
yeah.
It's a real battle. You have to want to adopt a child, to go through everything. I mean, really want to adopt a child. But you guys have Caitlin.
Correct.
What made you decide that you wanted to adopt?
I had some heart problems when I was born, and I had 3 open heart surgeries.
Oh my goodness.
And after the 3rd, we said, you know what, now's the time. There are so many kids in this world. There's no sense putting myself through any complications. And God had always kind of had adoption on my heart from the time I was little. My mom always talked to me about adoption. And Matt was the same way. When we got married, or before we got married, we were saying, you have to be able to want to adopt, because I don't know if I'll ever be able to have kids.
And that was fine with me. I mean, God had placed a seed in my heart that, I had always considered the process of adoption, with raising my family and creating a family. So.
Now, how did you guys get connected up with Ethiopia? I mean, obviously there's a lot of adoption agencies out there. There's a lot of things. There's big push here in the United States for adoption.
Right.
How did you get connected up with this organization?
What we did is we actually interviewed with adoption agencies, which we promote to do. I mean, you're going to be dealing a lot with this social worker and this adoption agency, so because
it's got to be somebody you trust.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's really. I mean, there's a lot of. I hate to be negative. There's a lot of scams out there. There's a lot of ways that people can get ripped off.
Go with a Christian adoption agency.
Right. And it's not something that's going to be a couple-day process. It's a year or more.
Wow.
So just through a process of interviews and praying, we found an agency that we felt comfortable with, and we knew that would be able to give us what we need to continue this process.
Cool. I mean, it baffles my mind how hard, how difficult it is. You would think there are all these children in the world that need adopted, all these children, but the process, you guys had to really pray up to get through this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, was there ever a time when you're walking through it that you said, you know what, is this worth it?
No. I kind of always knew that it was worth it, and that God was with us, and that no matter what would come up, he already knew, and he would get us through it. And there were many days where I cried all day, because we would hear good news in the morning, and then by the evening we'd hear bad news. With international countries, with
foreign countries, there's always something.
There's always something that in the middle they always change something, and they add steps on, and it was crazy.
Extreme highs and extreme lows.
When we saw her picture, it was amazing, and we knew that was our child.
Did they showed you pictures? You said they showed you, and they said you got the pick. Which I ordered coffee.
You didn't? Well, that's okay. Green tea is good for you. All my friends drink it. And plus, it's really good for you and very calming. Do you know why they call it green tea? Because it's not ripe.
I don't think that's why they call it green tea. And besides, I ordered coffee.
Are you sure? You look like someone who would order a nice, relaxing cup of green tea.
I ordered coffee at least 3 times.
I'll bet if you close your eyes and take a sip, it'll taste just like green tea.
I'm not doing that. I want my coffee. Do I have to go get it myself?
What's the problem, Mr. Wiley?
She got me green tea. I ordered coffee.
I'm sorry. I'll get you some coffee. She's new. You know how that goes.
She shouldn't be practicing on me. How hard is it to get a cup of coffee black at that?
Right. Well, I'll make sure that Sam gets you some coffee. Yeah. Now, could you just relax there for a moment while I introduce Clark? All right, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please draw your attention to the stage for the beautiful sounds of Mr. Clark Slater.
Fate's been knocking at our back door, but I've been walking the streets till 4 a.m. somewhere out there. There's no use trying to talk to you. Same old story we've been going through 100 times. We're trying to find some peace of mind. And there's just one thing left for me to do. Bring the love back to you. Bring the love back to you. Bring the love back to you now. Cast my mind back to my old town. All those faces are strangers to me now. Somewhere out there, but I still wonder if it was best. Now we're broken and there's no looking back. We're making moves across the line, trying to find some peace of mind. But before this night is through, bring the love back to you. Bring the love back to you. Bring the love back to you now. Bring the love back to you. Bring the love back to you. Bring the love back to you now. Faith is holding on. Keep holding on as we pull away. Still you belong here in my heart. Now it's all just a memory, a note in a bottle floating out to sea, somewhere out there. When the night sky is above my head, I'll count the stars back to where we began. When you and I were so fine, and finally find some peace of mind. But there's one last thing I would like to do. Bring the love back to you. Bring the love back to you. Bring the love back to you now. Bring the love back to you. Bring the love back to you. Bring the love back to you now. Bring the love. Long and long and loud, long and loud. Bring the love back, yeah. Oh, 'cause I can still feel you. I still feel you moving inside of me.
His place, his place, his place.
This is my Pinewood Derby car. There's like this big metal track. The track was like up here and it went all the way down. My car was... I don't even know what my car was. And it was sort of shaped like an alligator. It didn't win first place. But that's fine because I had a lot of fun.
Adventures to remember. Words to live by. Join the Scouts.
My dream is to be a lawyer. My dream is to be a veterinarian. I want to be a chef because I love food. My dream is to be a doctor, a teacher.
My dream is to be
a ballerina, a fireman,
an emergency room physician,
football player, science teacher.
My dream is to become a mechanical engineer.
Professional skateboarder.
My dream is to be a nurse, a shoe designer,
the President of the United States of America.
I have big dreams.
But right now,
I'm just a kid.
I'm just a kid.
Hey, I'm just a kid.
I'm the kid.
Just a kid.
I'm just a kid.
I'm just a kid ready to be adopted.
Ready to be adopted.
I'm just a kid ready to be adopted.
For the facts about adopting a child from foster care, contact the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption.
Hey, Walt, what's going on, man? Good to see you.
It's Wiley.
Whoa. Hi.
Hi, I'm Sam.
I'm Phil. I'm kind of a regular here. You're going to be seeing a lot of me. And you know what? Don't take this the wrong way, but you are a lovely-looking young woman.
Thank you, sir. You remind me of my dad. He says that to me all the time.
Dad?
Wow. She shot you down. Ooh, look, I'm Phil.
Enjoying yourself?
That was spectacular. Yeah, matter of fact, I kind of am. You know, it must be tough to lose your charm like that. Oh,
Well, at least I have some charm to lose.
Right! Wait, did you just insult me? I think you just insulted me.
Of Dad and Lydia. Very, very cute.
Very first
cute,
time.
I tell you.
Very first time holding her.
Yeah, it's amazing. Now, this is the orphanage where she was?
Yes.
How many children were in this orphanage?
Between 40 and 50.
Right. There's
And
quite a
it
few.
looks like it's very clean. Looks like,
Yes.
compared to some orphanages I've seen.
Yep.
Is she cute? Unbelievable. Over there with
Yep.
Grandma and Grandpa. Grandpa must have taken her to the restroom.
Yeah.
But unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, I can see when you looked into her face
Right.
and you said, you know what, she's the right one.
Yeah.
Yep,
When did
absolutely.
you know that she was the one that you were going to get when
About
you got
3
there?
months prior to actually traveling to Ethiopia and picking her up for the first time.
And this is her mom?
Yes.
It's her
Yep.
birth mom?
Yes,
Yep,
correct.
we actually got to meet her and talk with her.
That's got to be
for-
unusual.
It is. In Ethiopia, they really try to have contact with the birth mother. That if there is a birth mother and she's still alive, they really like you to be able to sit down and meet with them.
I mean, that's got to be a real miracle. And she was okay? She's like, listen.
Yeah, she loved Lydia with every being that she had, and she knew that there she would not be able to survive, and she had to give her up.
Now, this woman looks like she really loved Lydia. Was
Yes.
she?
That was one of their what they call special mothers. And just after that picture was taken, she was crying uncontrollably and had to run away because of how attached they get to their children there and how much they really love the children.
Now, Ethiopia is it's a rough, fairly rough country. You guys, this is all, part of what you guys took. I mean, it's a little developing nation. It's not,
Right.
not there. Was it difficult to get around? Was it difficult? How did you trust these people?
Through the orphanage, they actually had their own vans and drivers that would take us around to different places around Ethiopia. This is actually Addis Ababa, which is the capital city of Ethiopia. And they're very trustworthy. I mean, the Ethiopian people are just amazing. I mean, we never feared for our life or were worried in any way. Very loving, very caring people, very family-oriented. As you can see, very beautiful country as well too. So.
Would you guys do this again? I mean, with
Absolutely.
everything that you went through, would you do it again?
Yeah, we're actually
With
in
all the
process.
ups and downs, with the heartache? You're in the process?
Well, we're in the beginning stages of praying on where we're to go next.
Very cool.
Yeah, hopefully
Very cool.
by the middle of next year we'll be
What
ready.
would you say to someone who's considering adoption? Because you said you went through all these ups and downs, highs and lows. What would you say?
Just trust God.
Right.
Step out. It only takes one leap, and God takes care of the rest. He provides. When we actually tallied up at the end how much it cost us, I was like, oh my gosh. Never once did we feel the pinch, and we sacrificed things, but in the long run, it was totally worth it.
God came through.
Yes.
Yep.
Very
Yep.
cool.
He
Hi,
provides.
Mr. Wiley. I'm sorry. Here's your coffee. Marcus told me to get it for you. I'm sorry for all the confusion. I forgot what you ordered.
Why didn't you write it down?
Oh, we don't write down things here. We use the iPad.
You kids and these gadgets, it should be a snap.
Well, maybe we just don't like taking down orders.
Well, why are you working in a cafe if you don't like taking orders?
It's complicated.
Complicated. That's what's wrong with the world today. Everything is complicated. You want to do everything on an Etch-a-Sketch. If you had a pen and a piece of paper, you can take the order, just like they used to do thousands of years ago, in thousands of cafes, in thousands of countries across the land. Everything's different here.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Don't touch me. I don't like to be touched.
You remind me of my little brother.
And I bet you he knows how to use an iPen, too.
Oh, no, iPad.
Hey,
Bill, I should have figured you were over here. Don't you answer your text messages, man?
I'm busy, okay? What's up?
Well, I was over Shenanigans delivering your order, and I
Thank
noticed
you.
there was a tow truck in the parking lot.
So?
Well, he was putting a boot around your car.
Oh, come on. No.
Hey, didn't I tell you to pay them parking tickets? Or wait a minute, was that just a misunderstanding,
Yeah,
too?
that was a misunderstanding, too. Thanks, Joe.
Well, I hope everything works out for you, buddy. Huh?
Hi, I'm Sam.
Oh, somebody new I see. Hi, I'm Joe.
Hi, yes, I'm new. Tim hired me. Nice to meet you, Joe.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you, too. And we all need a job, right?
I guess. What do you do?
I'm a delivery guy.
That sounds like fun. I bet you get to meet a lot of new people.
Yeah, I do.
Say, do you use an iPad?
Yeah, I even got a computer in my truck.
A computer?
Yeah, a laptop. I mean, my truck, it's great. Hey, do you like trucks?
I never really thought about it. I guess I like trucks.
Hey, you know what? We really need to talk, but let me get the rest of this order in for 10, and I'll come back.
Sure, Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, Clark Slater is going to perform another song for us, and the name of the song is?
One More Night.
One More Night. Let's give it up for Clark Slater. Woo!
What would you do if you knew that you had one more night to live? What would you do if you knew that you had one last chance to give? And who would you hold if soon the living sun was burning out? Cause it can get cold, alone there in the shadow of a doubt. Falling on my knees again today, and I'd give it all away for just one more night. For just one more night. Well, give me one more night with you. One more night with you. One more dream come true. Running until the morning. if you had but one last chance to make it right. Maybe there's a way for you to say those words tonight. And how will you feel when you hear the morning dove begin to sing? Oh yeah, and where will we be when we hear the passing bells begin to ring? But I'm crawling on my knees again to pray that I'll live to see the day, to have one more night, to have one more night. Oh, please give me one more night with you. One more night with you. One more dream come true. Oh, together we ride, yeah, together we go, together we see what tomorrow we know, that together we ride, all together we go, together we see what tomorrow we know. Give me one creation love, just one creation love, one more night with you. Why, thank you.
His place. Ba-ba-da-da, his place, his place, his place.
I'm just getting fist pounded here by Lydia. Lydia is here. I know you can't see her right now, but you saw her on the screen. But we want to encourage you to tune into the next program. Clark Slater will be back with us, and also Diane Brown is going to be here from Safety Kids. You're going to find out, all this crazy stuff going on with kids. You want to tune in and find out what's going on. We hope that you're enjoying the program and that you'll go to hisplace.tv so that way you can talk to us. You can check out the website and check out all the wonderful things there.